Hello, everybody. We're going to talk about a topic whoop, that I really like. I love this topic, and it's the power of being delusional in a good way. Most people call it delusion. If I said, "Hey, I'm going to get in a ski mask, Exhibit A, and film some philosophical-esque monologues," some people would be like, "Dude, that's delusional. You think that's going to work?" I'm like, "Of course." Of course it's going to work. It has to work. It's a vision that I have. But yeah, it's a tad delusional. But hear me out. Name one successful person that wasn't delusional before their delusion turned to respect. I bet you when Henry Ford was like, "I'm going to make a car," they're like, "What the heck is a car?" And he's like, "It's this automobile with four wheels and a motor and it goes." And everyone's like, "Dude, what? You're delusional." And he's like, "No, I'm not." Then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh my gosh, he's a genius. He's amazing." You could say that about anybody. But every successful person was delusional before they were respected. And being realistic when chasing your dreams is just, I just caught that bug. Because I knew I could. Side note, being realistic is just another word for giving up early. It's another word for coping. It's another way of saying, well, maybe I'm not ready to make this jump. Oh no, you're ready. You're just not delusional enough to be ready. Because we're gonna be honest, and you have to sit here and understand these concepts. You have to think about them. Every great thing that happened in this world started as a stupid idea. When the Wright brothers were like, we're gonna make something that flies, everybody was like, "What? You're gonna make something that flies? What does that even mean? What does that mean you're gonna make something that flies? What are you even talking about, dude? What is flying?" They're like, "Oh, it's when you go in the air and you move." And then everyone's like, "Dude, you're stupid." Yeah, but they're stupid until it worked. And then that's all we hear about. All we hear about is the Wright brothers. Oh my gosh, they did this flying thing. But people called them crazy. People will call you crazy when your dreams don't fit their arbitrary logic. And what I'm figuring out now as I'm going through life is that a lot of people aren't dreamers. A lot of people just want to shoot down dreams. I've been pitching ideas to everybody about anything, just things that I think are fun. And every time, the same people, I get met with the same stupid arguments of constantly finding the negatives in every single thing I pitch. It's like, what? What are you thinking about? How do you live your life? Like, I'm going to give an example without incriminating anybody in the story. Okay, let's just say it like this. At my work, there's a big grass patch, and I said, okay, well, let's put like a volleyball net there. Then we can all play volleyball outside during lunch because we're in here the whole time. Everyone's eating lunch at their desk, and that's not that fun. And I got hit with, "Oh, but what if they get hit in the face with the volleyball? Then they'll sue them. There's not enough volleyball for everybody. There's 50 people in this office, and volleyball can only fit 12. That's not inclusive." I'm like, dude, why are you thinking about the negatives? I'm just pitching something fun. But then again, every great thing started as a stupid idea until it worked. But if you're always just constantly badgering people about shutting down what they think is a good idea, then you're never going to have a good idea because you're going to shut down your own good ideas to yourself. And everyone's going to keep telling you, "Hey, be realistic." And being realistic sounds smart. It sounds logical. It sounds grounded, but realistically, being realistic kills more dreams than failure ever will. I'm going to repeat that because that thing stings. Being realistically, kills more dreams than failure ever will. It will shut down your dreams before you can even reap the benefits of failing. That's so sad. That's so sad to think about. You have to believe that your dreams are going to work before there's proof of it working. That's the deal that you have to make. You have to be delusionally confident that your silly, unrealistic idea is going to work. With enough time, with enough effort, with enough patience, your idea will work. I guarantee you. And who cares if somebody says that it's bad? Who cares if someone says it's realistic? No. It's unrealistic and it's bad to them. But we don't care what other people say when our dreams are at stake, right? That would be silly. And you have to be delusional. Because being delusional is the bridge between where you are and where nobody thinks that you can go. You know that you can go there. You know it's possible because you can already just see in your head you doing it. So therefore, it's possible. It has to be. So be delusional about it. And keep doing it until your delusion is converted into respect. Because at the end of the day, you can't outwork doubt if you secretly agree with doubt. If you, in the back of your head, think this idea is never going to work, this isn't going to work, but you still continue to do it, it's not going to work. You have to be delusional that there's no other option but it working. It has to be real. It has to be real in your head. It doesn't matter if it's unrealistic in other people's head. You have to do it. Once you're convinced that it's doable, that's all you need to do. Because you need to be confident and delusional that it will work. Because then success is breeded. Success is breeded when you're confident, delusional, and determined to do something. I'm confident that this is going to work. I'm delusional that this concept is going to work, that people are going to stray away from the grasp that highly edited, overstimulated videos are going to get them. And then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, what a breath of fresh air. Just a normal dude in a ski mask just talking. I can't experience this in real life because everybody's so disassociated. Might as well just have it on the internet. That's my vision. And I'm delusional that it's going to work. I am waiting for the pin to drop where everybody is craving human attention and I'm like, bam, I got a backlog of it. And I'm determined. I'm posting a video every other day. And I'm going to be successful due to that. And I'm manifesting it every single day. And you don't manifest by wishing. You manifest by believing so deeply that it changes the way that you go about things. And I'm changing the way I go about things every single day. And some may say, well, you're lying to yourself if you think that all these crazy plans are going to work out. Like, you can't honestly think that these plans are going to work out. But even if it is a lie, sometimes you have to lie to yourself until it becomes true. Sometimes you have to convince yourself that what you're doing, the impossible that you're thinking that you can do, is possible until it becomes possible. Everything was impossible until one idiot thought that, well, I could do that. and then delusionally and determinedly tried to do it. And people will call you delusional. People will call you stupid. People will call you immature. Whatever they'll call you. They'll call you that right up until they can only call you a genius. Or they can only call you successful. That's just what people do. But don't listen to the sad, miserable people who are trying to stomp on your dreams because they're too scared to follow theirs. Just stay unrealistic long enough for it to start making sense, for it to start becoming real. Because delusion isn't silly. Delusion isn't something you should run away from. Delusion is just simply having so much faith in yourself before the evidence shows itself. And that's what you deserve. You deserve to do what you want to do until everybody else finally sees your vision. And I hope that you do. With that being said, I'll catch you guys next time. I've been having so much fun recording these videos. Thank you so much. With that being said, later.